Okay, I have something rather strange to admit that I've been doing every single night. It's helped me with my autoimmunity by supporting my immune system. I feel like it's lowered my inflammatory response. It's deepened my sleep, improved my anxiety levels, and it's even regulated my glucose levels, which can help with managing weight. And the best part is, it's cheap and cheerful. So, are you really ready to find out what it is that I do every single night? I hate my mouth. I know, as if I weren't strange enough. Find out why this has become a non-negotiable in my world and why I'm recommending it to every one of my patients. I'm telling you, you are gonna wanna watch this video right until the end. Are you ready? If so, let's do this. Welcome to another episode of SFT TV. I'm your host, Melissa Ramos, nutritionist with a background in Chinese medicine, serving you up the goods when it comes to hormones and autoimmune conditions in a classy, sassy, and a bit of a smartassy kind of way. Listen, before I dive into, well, this rather strange topic, I want to be able to remind you to make sure that you subscribe and hit that little bell button with a 1-2 punch. That way you get notified every single time a new episode drops every Wednesday. I get it. You're probably listening to this thinking, this is probably just another crazy health fad, like drinking your own urine. I'm not gonna suggest you do that. And you might wonder, how will I breathe? You have a nose. Right up here. Origins of mouth taping came from the Butienko method, created by Russian doctor Konstantin Pavlovich Butienko, Gesundheit, which studies the connection with the way that we breathe and our overall health. The practice largely focuses on functional breathing, which means breathing in and out through the nose. This brings me to the question of, why do I tape my mouth? I mean, the reality is that sometimes my greatest accomplishment is keeping my mouth shut. I'm totally joking. Well, sort of. Here are some of the benefits. It improves whole oxygen uptake in the body by 5 to 15%. Why does this matter, you ask? Well, those with hypothyroidism, like myself, will struggle with oxygen utilization. Now, if you also have anemia, you'll also struggle with oxygen utilization, which will then contribute to fatigue. This is why some people who tape their mouth will notice a boost in energy. And just a side note, if you do have an autoimmune condition, I highly urge that you download my free autoimmune guide, because in it I've outlined all the tools that have greatly helped me and many of my patients. So go grab it now. The other reason why I tape my mouth is because it supports my dental health. And if you didn't know this already, these right here is the first opening and first part of loving your digestive system. So supporting your choppers is key. In fact, every single time that we run a stool test in practice and we see the autoimmune marker Prevotella, we know that this is a red flag that something is going on with the individual's oral health. By taping your mouth, you can reduce cavities, teeth grinding, although that could be a sign of parasitic infection, and reduce dry mouth. Nasal breathing also helps to harness the powers of nitric oxide. This helps with better focus and concentration, which I could use a little bit of help on. Nitric oxide from nasal breathing may even help with muscle recovery because it increases oxygen to the muscles. Guys, this is huge for autoimmune conditions where post-workout recovery can really suck. Nitric oxide can also aid with cardiovascular function, lower inflammatory response, and even relieve pain. Now, I try to be really transparent with my autoimmune journey, which you can learn about more in this video here on my YouTube channel. One of the things about my journey is that I'm on top of all things mental health because depression and anxiety are one of the many things that can come with autoimmunity, all of which are symptoms. By taping your mouth, you slow down the breathing rate, which helps to activate the parasympathetic rest and digest state. Now, this is amazing, especially if you struggle with anxiety. This shift is especially important if you have diabetes or PCOS. And PCOS is an autoimmune condition who exhibit less parasympathetic tone than those who do not struggle with glucose or insulin levels. This brings me to a startling revelation. I measured my glucose levels in the morning with a continuous glucose monitor. And guess what? My fasting glucose levels were lower in the mornings after I had taped my mouth. Why should you give a shit? Because managing your blood glucose levels is key to managing your weight and living up those adrenals. You throw off your blood sugar levels when you're shoving your pie hole with carbs, not drinking enough water, and not prioritizing sleep. Speaking of sleep, I actually found that my sleep stats improved, specifically my deep sleep. This is likely because since taping my mouth, I no longer get up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom. How on earth does it do that? You see, when you breathe through your nose, as nature intended you to, your brain actually shuts off the urge to pee. So unless you're drinking too close to bedtime, getting up in the middle of the night could be because you're breathing through your mouth. Now, remember when I mentioned mental health? Well, mouth taping and breathing through the nose helps to modulate emotional regions of the brain. Why did I look like a bobblehead there? Listen, I'm sure that some of you guys are listening to this thinking, I do breathe through my nose at night. But you may be surprised. Here are some signs that you may be a mouth breather. You get up to pee in the middle of the night. You wake up to drool on your pillow. You snore. You toss and turn at night. And you have nasty breath in the morning. I realize no one has amazing morning breath in the morning, but breathing through your mouth can make it extra pungent. Now listen, if I had it my way, I'd be giving this mouth tape to pretty much everybody online. Especially those who should be using glue stick rather than chapstick on a daily basis. But such is life. Now I'm sure you're wondering, what tape do I use? Scotch tape won't work because it won't stick. Duct tape will just hurt and will provide more hair removal than anything else. Ass fucker! You really want something porous, which is the reason why I love using Somnifix mouth strips, which are clinically proven to improve breathing and sleep quality. They're individually wrapped, contain a breathing vent, and easy tabs to help unstick it from the backing, and are perfectly shaped to fit under the nose and above the chin area. With Somnifix strips, the mouth remains closed at night. With the mouth closed, the tongue remains on the roof of the mouth, the jaw doesn't drop, leaving a clear passageway for respiratory airways for breathing. And I know one of the biggest questions I'm going to get about Somnifix is about if you use a CPAP machine. Mouth breathing renders CPAP machines absolutely useless. For those who use a nasal mask or a nasal pillow, Somnifix strips can improve compliance, helping you wear your CPAP comfortably all night. And hey listen, if you are ready to take your health to the next level, as I've outlined clearly in this video, then I urge you to grab your own pack of Somnifix strips by clicking the link in the description of this video. Okay, you, that is it. I hope that you dug this video. If you did, do me a favor, make sure to give it a thumbs up, tag a friend, share it, leave me a comment, let me know what you thought. I'm super curious to hear what your feedback is. And don't forget to make sure to subscribe, that way you stay tuned every single time a new episode launches every Wednesday. See ya! Why did I do that so many times? Oh, that's right. Because I want to give the best reaction for people on YouTube. Well, at least I don't have to do any waxing. Take care of that shit.